quarters position, right? Again, I'm gonna force the half butterfly here to get to this pass. So to do that, I keep one knee cupped, one hand inside the knee. I come outside. I'm actually going to windshield wipe my leg. Now when I come back here, so again, if we find ourselves here, this is the half butterfly, right? This is kind of where it may begin, or if I'm forcing the position, which sometimes I'll do because not everyone is comfortable here, this is how I get there. So I'll windshield wipe the leg out. Now when I come back, this is the important part. I'm gonna bring this leg back and I'm gonna kind of like close guard it, okay? So I'm gonna hug it between my legs. The reason we do this is because when we're in the half butterfly, this bottom leg is actually ultra important for my opponent elevating me or creating space, right? He's actually gonna push off of the mat with this bottom leg, exactly. So it's kind of like a heist leg, right? And then so it can elevate me, off balance me, all these things. If I suck this leg up and kind of close it between my legs, now his heist leg is essentially eliminated. It's very difficult for him to mount any sort of off balance or elevation, okay? So the next thing I'm gonna wanna do here, again, David's doing a great job of keeping frames, is I'm gonna prefer to keep my elbow, per the usual, inside this leg. So I'm just gonna go hand on hip and elbow inside the thigh. Okay, this is gonna set us up for our next part. So what I'm gonna do is once I get here, I'm actually gonna look to start pressing forward, okay? When I start doing that, one of two things are gonna happen. He's either gonna frame with his arms, which is what we're going to address right now, or another thing will happen, which is what I do when I'm in half butterfly, and I'll show you essentially one way to pass my guard, one way.
Tell me more.
So I'm gonna come forward and yes, he's gonna keep frames on my body, okay? But when he does this, something that's really imperative to the bottom half butterfly game is this knee to elbow connection. When there's this knee to elbow connection, this is a really hard thing to overcome, right? Especially if we're looking to pass through our opponent. But if I come elbow inside here and I start bringing my body forward and he loses this knee to elbow connection because he's carrying my weight here, I'm gonna recognize that. I'm gonna place my elbow in front of his knee and I'm just gonna step over, right? So we frame on the front of the knee and then we just come back and we're gonna settle into mount, okay? So again, we're gonna start this headquarters. We break our opponent down. We control at the ankles. We come inside and we have one leg in, one leg out. I'm gonna settle my weight down so I'm not getting off balance. I cup the knee, I push this knee to the mat, and then I'm gonna windshield wiper my leg, and we're gonna bring this back and we're gonna keep it controlled underneath us, okay? Next thing, I'm gonna go hand on hip, and I'm gonna go elbow inside, and I'm gonna look to put pressure forward. When I put this pressure forward, he puts hands on chest, exactly. That's going to eliminate the knee to elbow connection, so I'm gonna move my elbow in front of his leg, and I'm just gonna look to step over, okay? And I'm gonna bring my heel back to his hip, look to start scooping arms and get into a good mount. All right, one more time.